Hello. So I am exhausted. Usually this happens to me around the change of the season. Like every year I get just to where I'm just so exhausted, which is scary, especially because I like to go to the gym, and today is the second day I've missed this week, so that's not good. Anyway, I've been thinking about what to talk about. I haven't done a video in a few days, so I wanted to do one tonight. I guess I can title this Dating Ideas for Homebody. Homebodies, because I am such a homebody. I am not one for like big crowds, and you know, I mean, dating is, I've learned, is more complicated than I expected it to be. And I don't mean that in a negative way. It's just, I've always been one to think that, you have to get yourself out there. But it's really hard to do that when you're not an outgoing, when you don't get out and do things. Like, I don't do anything. I just basically sit home, and I'm very much introverted, like I've said before. I have a handful of friends that we see each other occasionally. I'll go hang out with them at their house and things like that, but I'm not one to just get out and meet people. I don't go to bars, never have, never was my thing. Even going to friends, like to a friend's house, and they're having like a party or something. A lot of times when it starts filling up with people, I leave. I'm just not, like to be around a lot of people, because I'm such a filler of energy, and if it gets to be too much, I just deflate and feel very overwhelmed and just want to get out of wherever I'm at. If I'm at someone's house, or even going to the store sometimes is a challenge for me, because I do not like to be around a lot of people. Anyway, the subject at hand. So what are some ideas? And I thought about this just laying here and trying to rest. Ideas for people like me that don't like to, be around a lot of people. What are things that we can do? And this could be, I talk a lot about relationships and things like that. So of course I'm going to mention dates, but this could even be for people who, like me, who don't get out but really need to get out and do something. And it could be so simple, like, I love to go out and go on walks. I like to go get out in nature. Of course, the winter months are coming, and I live in Arizona, so I have an advantage. I can get out and it still be decent outside, even in the winter sometimes. But, going out to eat or something like that, it's okay, at first or whatnot, but simple things like having a meal at your own house, or having a meal at a house as a date. That, I love that, because you really get to connect with one another. You can cook together, cook for each other, and you're basically alone for the most part, unless you have children or whatever. But I wouldn't recommend that as, a date within the first month or two, because, not until you actually meet the children first, but in a mutual place. But that's one idea. Instead of going out to eat, even if it's like a brunch or lunch or something, that's even better. You can go for a walk afterwards, or go to the park, or go for a short drive somewhere. and talk. Or another idea would be, if there was a local event. I live in a small town. And even though I don't like to be around a lot of people, I do like to go to like local events. If it's like an art show, or I went with my best friend over the summer to a wine tasting event in Sierra Vista. That was nice. Just because there's a lot of people doesn't mean you have to be around those people. Like, I try to get away from everybody when I go to things like that. However, I will not go out like that alone. I don't like to go and, go to events and things, or out in public by myself. So that's another idea. Just go to an event, a local event that, and just have the ability to not be around a lot of people, around a big crowd. Let's see, there's a lot of times and places there's fall activities. Like, we have this thing here called, this place called Apple Annie's, and it's like they have harvest, seasonal harvest, vegetables and fruit and flowers and things like that. So although there's people there, once again, it's outside. You don't have to be like in a crowd of people. And it's nice, you getting out and enjoying the fall air and just being outdoors. And it's simple. It's, basically your whole investment as far as money wise would be if you wanted to buy something when you're there, or the gas it takes to get there, because it's like an hour drive away. But that's another idea. Window shopping. I love Bisbee. Been there quite a few times, but I haven't been there in a while. It's been a while, so it'd be nice to go there. And yeah, there's people there, but I like to walk around and look at the new art. A lot of times they change the graffiti art where the park's at, and I like to go there and see what they put up, and have lunch at the Bisbee table sometimes, or just look around and see what's new. Buy honey, local honey. So that's another idea. There's not too many people. Meet at, watch a matinee, watch a movie. A lot of times matinees are, especially if it's one that is not for kids. If you're on a date, you don't want to go to a matinee or a movie where, there will be kids, a lot of kids there. But matinees, it's in the afternoon. You can, sit and talk and then go watch the movie. And there's, watch one that's for adults, so there's not a lot of kids there. So you can, movies to me are for more, when you're in a relationship or one another already. It's not so much for first dates, because you don't have a chance to get to know each other or to get to talk. So, what are some other ideas? I always just want to say, just go for a drive, or, I have a truck, so it's, the idea of just going somewhere secluded and, sitting in the back of the truck is nice, and just talking, So these are like simple dating ideas for somebody who doesn't like to be around a lot of people. Like, I can't even imagine. And I talk about it because it sounds exciting, like part of me, like my younger years of things that I missed a lot of, going to the club or something, and, like they had Halloween, like costume contests and things like that. Even if I did have somebody to go with, it's not appealing to me at all. Like, it's not my thing. You know, I love football, and I know it would be freaking crowded as hell to go to a football game, but something like that, it wouldn't bother me so much because all the energy is going to the field and not, with people around you like gawking or trying to talk to you. Would be focused on the game. So, um, I don't know. So those are some ideas. People, for people who don't like to be around a lot of people, and even like a local game, I think that's cute. Being able to go to like a local, like the high school game, or if there's sports in your town or something like that, go to a game. That'd be fun. Anyway, I am so exhausted, but I wanted to do a video. I haven't done one in a few days, so trying to think any other ideas for dates. Anywhere where there's no people. No. Anyway, so I guess that's it. I don't know what else to say. Kind of all over the place. Tired. Been a long week. And anyway, I hope you have a good night.